Do you believe in one God?
Yeah, Jesus.
You believe Jesus is God?
God. Yeah.
So who did he worship?
God.
But you said he is God.
Yeah, God is God and Jesus.
No. Is Jesus God or is he not God?
Yeah, God and Jesus.
Is Jesus God?
There's two, what man?
There's two. Okay.
Is that
So that God and Jesus are not the same then. There's two.
there's two?
Okay. We're making progress.
So what do
Now,
you believe in then?
let me tell you.
Yeah,
I believe there is Jesus and he's a prophet of God who was sent by God to guide mankind, and he told the people, worship the one God. Okay?
Jesus.
Jesus was a prophet that said worship God. Not worship me, worship God.
Right.
Okay? Do you agree with that?
I agree there's one Jesus.
Okay. Do you agree that Jesus told people worship one God?
One God, yes.
Okay, good. All right, we're on the same page. Now, did Jesus pray in the Bible when he put his head to the ground? Did he pray?
He prays, yes.
Okay. Who is he praying to?
He's God.
Okay. So then he's not praying himself, he's praying to God.
Yes.
Okay. So Jesus, did he bring a message to the people about God?
He brought a message to people.
Okay, so he's a messenger of God.
Yeah.
Good. We agree on that. So we agree there's one God and it's not Jesus. And Jesus prayed to that one God and he brought the message of that God to the people, right?
Right?
That's the Muslim belief. That's what the Quran says.
Obviously, we're equivocating here on the term God. That is because we're not making the proper distinction between one nature, three persons. Right. So if you do have three persons and you also have an incarnation from one of those persons, you're going to have communication, obviously in the form of prayer, between one and another. So you can speak of three persons as one God. That doesn't rule out communication or prayer. It's just a fundamental, basic misunderstanding of the Trinity that assumes Unitarianism. That's all he's just assuming. Yes. And when you assume Unitarianism and you put it that way, yeah, it sounds absurd. But we're not assuming Unitarianism. Even though you might, as a Muslim, we're not assuming that. We're going to give good argumentation for the Trinity. And the New Testament backs it up, and the Quran tells you to go to the New Testament. Well, the New Testament has one God and then three different persons identified as divine. And so there's one God, three different persons, and they're distinct. Yes. They're not the same person. At this point, you have a theological conclusion. It's inevitable that you would have Trinitarianism from it. Because if you have, again, one God mentioned in Scripture, but then you have three distinct persons identified as divine, and there's only one God, but one is not the other is not the other, then you have to have, by necessity, Trinitarianism. And that accounts for the fact that you see the second person of the Trinity incarnate praying to God the Father. Who's he praying to? God. Well, I thought you said he is God. He's praying to God the Father. Be more specific. Right. God the Son, in his incarnate form, is praying to God the Father. Be specific. So he's not accounting for the Trinity and also not accounting for the incarnation.